Okay, here we are back again. It's been a little while, at least not too long, since I've done this. But I guess we're going to call this part 26 of working on this U.S. Army 1952 3/4 ton Dodge Power Wagon M37 cargo carrier. And what I have to do now is I got to go ahead and make sure I can get these lights and brackets into the mounted on the inside. Or I should say the outside of the car, so I have some headlights. Yeah, it takes a few things you got to remember when you put this thing together, because not only do you have to get the wiring in there, you got to get underneath. There's another channel that's supposed to protect it from rock damage. You have to get it in that and then bolt that down. So there's a couple of things to do there. So I'm going to do that, and we'll see. I've got the stuff here on the bench, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. But anyway, yeah, project's still going. It is freezing out here. I'm freezing my hands off right now. But I'm going to muddle through this somehow. So, first, let's go over here. And you saw last time where I had the headlight buckets open. Well, now they're closed, but I have the wire going through now, going through the brackets. And actually what I have to do is, I had these metal caps, so I got to cut that off. Otherwise I won't be able to get them to feed in the hole itself. In fact, even that's going to be kind of hard. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get that in. I may have to bend it, I don't know. But this is pretty tough stuff, so I don't know if I can even bend it in enough to get it in there. I'll just see if it'll move. Yeah. I might be able to do it. If I bend the other side the same way, I might be able to get it in there. So we'll see if that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so we'll get that in there. But this has got to come off because I'm not going to even use these connectors anyway. These things, I'm going to cut these off because I have the new connectors I'm going to crimp on. So you can see what those look like. You know, it's just like, almost looks like what you'd use for like connecting speakers together, something like that. But you know, it's got a male end, and then it's got the female socket in, so it'll be a lot easier. But then I'm going to do is I'll put these buckets back in there so that when I get them together, it'll look the way it's supposed to. Now, luckily on these, they have metal tabs, these little tabs they put on here, so they correspond to where this is supposed to be in the circuit. So that's super helpful. I didn't even know those were there until I looked at it closer the other day. And like this is like number 17, 18, and 19 for the ground. But yeah, so it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. But I do have to cut these ends off. So my little friend here, cut them off the same. These side cutters, these side cutting pliers, they used to be my grandfather's. I don't think you'll ever find anything like this anymore. I have no idea who the heck makes them. Okay, now I do. It's actually Bernard is what it says on the side. Well, tell me how many Bernards you can find around today. I don't know. And that's it. There's nothing else on it. Doesn't have any number on it or anything. But still works good after all these years. And those jaws are still nice and sharp. So pretty much to do everything type of stuff. Okay, so that'll take care of that. I'll pull that off, and then I can mount that inside. So we'll try to do that next. I'll show you that. Actually, where it's going to go, too. There we go. And now let's see. See the bracket underneath there? Kind of hard to see, but that's what protects the wiring from the protects the wire from any rock damage or anything like that. This thing is supposed to go through rivers, supposedly. So let's see how it's going. These on just hand tight. Oh. Let's see if I can get in there. Alright. My fingers are right now freezing out. It doesn't help much either. So hopefully you're getting all this, because I had to set it up so I kind of figured where the camera was going to be. In relation to this, let's see. Get that one together far in. Okay. Yeah, there's always a few little things in the way when you do stuff like this. It never fails. But anyway, so you get that tightened down, which will look pretty good. The headlight where it's supposed to be. I do have to go ahead and do some other work here in front, though. Small light in here. I gotta get my welder out because the damage from when it got hit at one time, it actually did. It actually separated the metal there. So I'm gonna have to get my welder out and get that straightened out. And then there's also down at the very bottom. Get my camera. All right. So it's down at the very bottom. There's another one right there that I've got to work on. So yeah, a few other little things, a few more things to square away. But anyway, so looks like I'll get that one on, and then I'll do the same thing. Right now, the wiring inside, for the tripod, it came through okay. Actually, it's sitting right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying to see if I can get you guys to see what I'm seeing. But anyway, it's coming through there, and then the ground hooks up to the side here, and then I'll get back to this other, that bundle of wires back there. That'll be fun. But in fact, some of those wires, I was going to coat them, and then I figured, I'll probably just replace them, because most of this stuff is pretty old anyway. I'm surprised any of it's holding together. But anyway, that's what we got going on right now. And talk to you guys.